just want to clarify something. I didn't actually tell Robin to make fun of Jews. Didn't happen. Something along those lines, but yeah. Wow, a lot of talent in Prince George, eh? I didn't even know that there were this many funny people in PG, but we found all of them. You know, always looking though, so if you're interested, come check it out. But give them a round of applause, because that was amazing, guys. Keep going for them. Yeah, interesting, DMC, entertained a little bit. They did a hell of a job. How's your guys' summer? Everyone have a good summer? Yeah, right on. It's over. It's done. It's October now. Everyone get all your winter stuff immediately. I had a great summer. I took my kids camping. It was awesome. I was like, I'm going to teach you guys how to be men. And they're 6 and 4, so they're like, yeah, we're just going to play with this stuff right here. It's called dirt, Dad. We're camping. Let's do this. But you got to teach them how to be safe in the woods, right? You got to make them aware of bears. So we had a little bear awareness talk, you know. Taught them all the basics, but like, don't run. That's important. Don't run. Climb trees. Make yourself big for a 6 and a 4-year-old. Maybe double up if you can. But yeah, we went over all the basics, and I realized afterwards that they probably didn't absorb any of it, because I got the same talk when I was that age, and I walked away from that. I was like, all right, so if I see a bear, run! And I've proven this time and time again, because every time I see a bear, my natural survival instinct's like, what can I outrun this thing to? What the fuck? I know I'm closer to my car. I'm going to go for it. Way more courageous when there's other people, too. Like asthmatics. I don't even let them know it's there. It's just like, where's Joe? Like, oh shit, a bear! I'm already locking the doors. Like, you are a sucker. Going camping with me. That's ridiculous. My kids are afraid of things I discovered when we were camping too, like bees. Even the sound of a bee will terrify my children. So I was like, guys, we gotta fix this. T.O., that's time out. T.O. What we're gonna do is next time we see a bee, let's freeze. Because when bees come and check you out, they just want to check you out. They want nothing to do with you. They're gonna move on. So just freeze, let him do his thing, and then he's gone. I've never been so wrong making a statement in my life. Turns out the only thing bees are into are sticky-faced children. And they love it when they're not moving. It's awful, man. My kids are like, Dad, help! It's a bee! But I'm terrified of bees, so I'm like, you're on your own, kiddo. Lock, sucker. Nobody profits from camping with me. It doesn't matter. I was raised in Prince George. Yeah. Not my fault. But it's been good. It's been fun. I like PG because no matter where you are in town, you cannot get lost. Because you just look over there and you're like, well, there's the stack of smoke. So I gotta be up in College Heights somewhere. But it's different when you go to a big city. Like, anytime I go to Vancouver, immediately I'm lost. Because all the buildings are huge and the same. And it's like, where am I? But I've discovered something. No matter how lost you are in Vancouver, you can instantly find yourself by turning left or right onto Hastings Street. You don't even need a map. You're just like, oh shit, lock the doors. I know exactly where we are. A little bit. There's a cop station here, but we're going to pass it because it's right in the heart. That is insane. But no, Vancouver's a good city, I guess. They're going to get the Olympics. Okay, no athletes in the crowd. Got it. Got it. Oh. So you guys have been in this heat all night, eh? That's awesome. I actually didn't grow up right in Prince George. I grew up out of town in a little community called Buckhorn. Yeah, you guys have heard of it? Boot it. Awesome. But it was wicked. I moved out there when I was really young. I was in grade 3. We moved out. We started this little farm. And my dad was like, all right, now that we have a farm, you guys can all have a pet. So my brother's like, I want ducks. And I'm like, that's cool. And my sister's like, I want a pony. Because all little girls want a pony. And I didn't really know we were going to be quizzed on what we wanted. So I was like, can we just get a couple of ponies, I guess? I I was in grade 3. I didn't know it was gay, all right? You know what else I didn't know? Ponies kick. Yeah, it's not something you read about when you're in grade 3. You know how you discover ponies kick? You're petting it. And you're like, oh, I guess you're a cool pet. I love you. Ah! What was that, Chi-Chi? I thought we were bonding. And you break my leg. That's awesome. And then we had to get shoes on it because we were riding it on a street, right? So it's like, yeah, let's get some shoes on that. And he pulls out these steel things. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. This thing fucking kicks. Do not put shoes on it like that. I was expecting him to pull out clogs, you know? Pretty cool, I could pull little charms on it and stuff. And when he kicked me, I could laugh at him, kick him back with, not steel feet. It's ridiculous. But, yeah. My sister actually, her pony was awesome. It didn't do anything to her. It was wicked. It didn't kick. It didn't do anything. And she was bragging about it one day. It was like over her shoulder. She was petting it. And she's like, my pony's awesome. It doesn't do anything but love me. And then it rears up and bites her on the shoulder. And I'm like, thanks, big guy. But she tries passing it off, right? She's like, oh, Jessica, I'm blonde and thought my hair was hay. Like, no, it probably wanted you to shut up like I did. I was gonna bite you. I was actually leaning in when he did it. I was like, okay, one of us got you. I tend to get bored easily because I guess it's because I'm from Prince George. I don't know. It might have something to do with it, right? I'm not a doctor. But I'm proactive in alleviating my boredom. I do stuff. Like I read the buy and sell. I didn't say I did important stuff. But I like reading it because there's entertaining ads in it. Like in the trade section. I read this one, it was awesome. It's like, we'll trade a 12-gauge shotgun for an old pickup truck. I don't know how the trade barter thing works, but I'm pretty sure if you have a shotgun, you can have anyone's pickup truck. You can have a new pickup truck, people. Like, nah, that one's got too much rust. In a bullet hole. I don't want it. Go away. Take your old truck. Sometimes I channel surf to alleviate boredom. That's always fun. But I'm getting a little bit leery of this Discovery Channel. Have you heard of this thing? Discovery Channel. I think they hypnotize people. Because have you ever been channel surfing and then you just zone out? And you come to like an hour later and you're on the Discovery Channel and you know everything there is to know about getting cattle from Australia to Indonesia. What the hell? Shark Week, I disappear, man. I come back to work and it's like, dude, where have you been? You're gonna get fired. Like, I have no idea, man. But it turns out the great white is a perfect killing machine. Is he really pissed? I'm telling a story about the whale shark, I guess, trying to keep my job. I don't know. But they have cool programming on there. I watched this program, I don't know if you've seen it, it's called Destroyed in Seconds. Yeah, that alleviates boredom, eh? Just shit being destroyed for a half hour. It's awesome. I watched this one, they were doing a story on a hydrogen bomb. Turns out they miscalculated a little bit. And it was way too big of an explosion. And everything is just being incinerated, like trucks and cars are flipping over, houses are disappearing, ships are tipping over. And I noticed the camera isn't even fucking flinching. Not even a little bit, man. What kind of a tripod does this show use? I'm like, give me one of them. That was in the 50s, imagine what it does now. It does everything, you don't even need a camera guy, it'll walk itself there. Like, relax, I can take a blast. Start dropping planes right here. Do it, I'll videotape it. It'll be awesome. I like to watch commercials too. I'm all about fighting the boredom, guys, with the TV. I'm all about it. My favorite though is the pharmaceutical drugs, because they list side effects, and that's great. Something you take to make yourself better, but worse. Another category. I watched this one, it was hilarious. It's like side effects, maybe mild, and include things like nausea, dizziness, vomiting. and liquid discharge of the anus. I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to fix it that way. You know, you're just skipping a step somewhere, starting all over from sick. I saw another one for a depression medication. It's like, you should not take our product if you have a history of diarrhea. Which is gross, I agree. But if you had a history of diarrhea, could that not cause depression? There's a simple way to fix that one. It's fiber, isn't it? He said, not a doctor. Telling people jokes. Roll with it. Has anyone here ever done a level 3 first aid course?
Yeah.
What is with those pictures? That is some gory shit. How do they get those pictures too? Like, they're just hanging around, being first aid attendants, like, I lost a finger! Like, awesome! Click. Where'd you see it last? You know, like, can you stop the bleeding for a sec? I gotta go get my camera. I wasn't expecting you to break your leg in 6 spots and have a bone jar out. I'm gonna go get it. It's got a high-def lens on it. We're gonna do this thing upright. Oh. I hate cats. Anyone else here hate cats? Join me. Yes. I know you guys are booing cats, and that's awesome. Everyone's on the same page. I like it. I'm not a fan of cats, because, I don't know, the worst is when you're in a relationship and you get a cat, because, guys, we don't have a say in it. We just come home from work and be like, guess what? We have a kitty. It's our cat. We're going to love it. But, I mean, if we would have talked about it, it would have been way cooler, because we could have our boa constrictor. You know, we can feed it our mice from the school box. Labeled death mice. Our death mice. No, we have our cat. And I discovered the only reason it's our cat is because it's your cat. Because it loves you, and it purrs for you. I don't know how you get it to do that. And you guys just have this wicked bond. And it's only my cat because it pees on all my stuff. Everything. Leaves dead animals in my boots. It's like, thanks, I appreciated that. That was awesome. I'm going to clean your litter box just because you put that there. Is it fresh? Oh, it's so fresh. That's awesome. You. But I gotta respect cats though, because we got our cat neutered. And they put this big goofy cone on it. And I'm like, it's okay, buddy. We're on the same page today. And the next day he was jumping off my fridge. I don't know about you guys, but if I had my balls removed, I would be in traction for like a year. 6 months down the road, I'd be like, somebody bring me juice! I haven't figured out the walking thing yet. I lost it because I'm out of balance. It's got to throw your balance off, guys. I mean, it has to, right? No, it makes sense. But cats are one of those things that you don't, like, you know, add them in to important decisions either, you know? Like, I recently bought a house. And you don't think to ask about cats when you buy a house. You're just like, the plumbing works, electrical works, that's awesome. I should have asked, hey, is there a crazy lady next door that feeds cats by the millions? Because there was. And guess what? She's not moving. No, not at all. Not one bit. I was in the army, believe it or not. Huh? They didn't let me have these. These are post-army. Same with this. All post-army. But I was in the military. I picked the wrong job though. I was a weapons technician. It was cool because I got to play with guns. But what I really should have been was the guy who came up with the names for the operations. Yeah. Because I think I could have saved on texting, you know? You'd just be watching CNN and it'd be like, yeah, today the 4th Canadian Division participated in an operation. Jeff, are you bringing beer to the game? You need to know, man. Call me back. It's part of a joint effort with, baby, I'm going to be about 4 hours late. Just because. nothing to do with the game. So, yeah. But you know what, guys? I really appreciate you coming out, because, I mean, these guys, like, only 2 of them have been on stage before, and I think for the rest of them who have never been on stage before, they came out here, and they had you guys chuckling. I heard them in the back a little bit. Well, I was, shaking, and everyone else was shaking. We were all shaking. We were listening, too, a little bit. Well, Robin was laughing at us, because she didn't care. She was just going to come out here and bash Jews. Blame it on me, right? Yeah, like, that's going to work. You guys saw right through that. I know you did. But yeah, you guys came out here and you laughed and you encouraged these guys to try again, which is awesome. And I'm hoping we do another show. So Tristan, why don't you come on out here and we'll convince these people to come to another show, maybe. Tristan, you haven't seen everybody? Welcome to your headliner.
Give everybody a giant round of applause. Thank you very much. You guys want to see more of Joey Berkey? Come to the next show. I really appreciate you guys coming out. Again, if you've got extra change in your pockets, throw it in the change jar for that charity, because they are doing a wonderful cause. I don't want anybody here drinking and driving. I really appreciate your support of local theater. Thank you so much for your night, guys, and you have a wonderful night.